Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. Today we have some very interesting news, and it's pretty freaking hype if you couldn't tell by the title, and that is there is essentially going to be cross-realm compatibility enabled for PvP in the Looking For group. So this means it doesn't matter what server you're on, although I do feel like a lot of the people PvPing are on Faralina if you're Horde, or Benediction if you're Alliance, but I suppose the PvE servers and people looking to do Arena on those could find a lot more engagement with other people. I'm not too sure how big of a fix this is or what problems it addresses, but back in original MoP, I believe that is when Cross-Realm first became a thing. Back then, you still had, like, it wasn't full-on group finder and the looking for group thing that we see now, but it was like, I do distinctly remember inviting people from like my BattleNet, and they would layer over onto your realm to play together, and it was something really cool back then as well. But anyway, let's go to the forum post and dive into all this fun drama and action that we have. So I'll see you when we get there. Whoop. Good news, everyone! The slime pipes are fixed. Obviously that's a future side reference, but the dude who posted about this led with it, so I figured I'd read those. But apparently the blue post that I covered yesterday about the minor changes also had this included in it at some point. It didn't have it when I recorded it earlier in the day, but they did add it and then remove it because it was not actually implemented. So we have people talking about it. Is it in yet? Or am I missing something? This is fake. We wish it was in though. What's crazy is an actual blues post said it. I don't think they played it. Whatever. We don't really care about that. Anyone have a link? Thanks to Bob the Bolter. So Group Finder PvP listings now permit cross-realm matches. So this was the post, and it was put in there. Of note, the interface seems to have changed. There's a pre-made group option for Dungeon Raid tab, but none in the PvP tab. Among types of pre-made groups, Dungeons, Raid, Custom, etc. People that use Custom when forming PvP groups, but they couldn't confirm if it was cross-realm or not. I know that Dungeon option have been cross-realm for a while, has been using it in forming challenge mode groups. So that is true. Cross-realm is enabled for PvE. I've done it for Celestial groups and stuff like that. And you just kind of go in the dungeon and it works. Or you queue up from it and it works. So good to know that the PvE works and other people are finding that. So we come to this blue post, and it says, because the feature is not there yet, it was a mistake in the post and I've removed it from yesterday's hotfix update. We intend to implement this change in a future patch. So this is the big controversy that everybody is freaking out about, because PvPers truly desire this. And I mean, since it's already in for PvE, there's really no point to have it in PvP. And apparently I was reading and heard a few things that it even was in Cataclysm for a little bit, but then they like took it out or something. I don't really know. I'm not a PvPer, so I don't have much as far as context. I can only state from the PvE side of things that we can group up. But let's see what some people have to say. Nice, looking forward to it. When is raiding LFG becoming cross-realm? I'm literally on the biggest server and I can't find pugs because there are no groups, because raids are not cross-realm. I don't want to be forced to spending hours scoring 50 different discords to try and find an SR pug. See, that's a pretty good point. And I think, like, as I said in the original MoP, like, we could cross-realm and do the world back then together. Like, you could do dailies with people from different servers, stuff like that. I distinctly remember inviting friends to go and do that stuff. So like I don't see a problem with having that. I think by Siege of Orgrimmar we actually did have it, and I know they have the technology, right? It's not like it's something that has to be developed. It's just, honestly, I think a switch that just has to be turned on. And in this day and age, let people have it. PvE and raiding, especially as we see in retail nowadays, like, you can just cross faction. Like, literally realm and faction are meaningless in retail. So whatever gets the most people playing together, I don't care if someone's on a different realm, different server, different anything. Why not let them come, especially for PvE content? I could see PvP having its restrictions, but when you're queuing for arena or something like that, I don't really get it. I would love to see something like that and let people do that. To be sure, community could use the workaround of posting in dungeon tab for PvP or raids, since it does work cross-realm. We just seem to be marching, throwing our hands and blaming others. So I haven't tried a raid. I haven't tried getting someone from another server. I have invited people to do Celestials, like I did a Celestial, and someone left the group, and their tank was from a different realm, and I invited him to our group, and it worked just fine to queue. I didn't see him on my realm, though, so I am curious if, like, I haven't tested ratings, so maybe I should go and test that, but I would need someone on, if anyone, honestly, anyone who has a Horde character not on Faralina, you want to get involved and help me test this, DM me, and I'd love to see if it would work or not. In MoP, here's someone talking about, and you're getting conquest through regular BGs after the initial conquest. In MoP, you can primarily earn conquest points in regular battlegrounds from completing your first call to arms daily, which awards 150, then 75 for subsequent wins after that. While other activities like rated matches and rated battlegrounds offer more contests, participating in regular BGs provides a way for players to earn conquest at a slower pace if they prefer that content. So I guess that was supposed to be added and it's not functioning. That's why this person is complaining. We'll have to see. You implement this after 40% of PvP is left the game. Nice job. Nice random number pulled from nowhere. Very true. I jump into the day where we can have cross-faction classic arena because of racial imbalances create a flavored PvP faction. I mean, I don't really think that matters at all. Like, humans are BIS, so the best PvPers are going to be Alliance. So I don't really know why cross-faction would matter. I guess to link some Horde classes with Alliance ones for some balance, I guess. But at the end of the day, human will be BIS, and the BIS PvPers are going to go play that. Just how BIS PvEers go troll for every single class, because troll could be everything but a paladin. What happens when two people from different realms enter the same raid lockout ID? Like I said, that's something I actually need to test. I'm very curious. And he says this: we did cross-round. It didn't allow cross-round raids in Baron Hole during Kata. Around the same time, they disabled cross-round from that tab. It works fine for instance PvP content, though. So they actually have no idea. And, you know, I would like more cross-realm functionality. Like I said, I don't see a problem with me being able to get Horde people from Atish or Mankirk, the PvE servers that people are playing on, and even Grobulus. Can you actually make a PvP tab and not custom? Hey, when is when it sure happened in Kata, but they said, hey, but hey, when is when I'm not putting it against them. They plan to do the right thing. When will that be? I'd imagine stuff like this will come in at 5.1, honestly. This needs to be fact-checked in the game when a patch for this update is simply not good enough. This is 100% the truth. This needs to be fixed this Tuesday reset. So people obviously a bit frustrated. If I were PvPer, I would too. Like I said, I'd imagine there's something like when they do big changes to the game, they tend to wait for big patches. I don't know the technology behind it, but that is my guess that they literally can't do it yet. Same with like the whole debate of moving the vendors. Like, I guess there's something about the Veil that works for putting vendors in, and that's why they got moved over to the Gate of the Setting Sun. And that area from the cities, just there's a bunch of weird like little technological things, especially with Classic and how they build it, that comes into play. So I don't know. Like I said, it'd be cool to see this in PvE. It'd be cool to see it in PvP. If it makes people happy and it doesn't impact gameplay really all that much, I'd love to see it. And I would even go even further if the cross-realming connection is there. We get a little Faralina versus Benediction action. Maybe something people can opt into. Maybe like, because 5.1 with actual PvP would be pretty fun to do. And then obviously like some type of toggle to turn it on and off for the people that don't care about it at all. But pretty much all the Horde PvPers are on Faralina and all the Alliance PvEpers are on Benediction. And we don't see each other at all in the world. And I think some type of cross-realm, if it gets implemented, future events like that could be something to put in and think about. But anyway, guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Just wanted to bring you the good news. And until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.